and welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. Today is episode 231-2, and I was sitting eating breakfast, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so organized that I've been getting all these shows ready for while I'm on my trip in Florida, this next couple weeks that I forgot to do one for today. Well, and actually, it's not so much that I forgot because I did remember. It's just that we're ready to head out the door because we're going to pick up our grandsons for today and go take them to visit my husband's mom, so their great grandmother, and then we're going to go visit a brother and his wife, and then come home and have some playtime or nap time or whatever ends up being time. And yeah, so that's our plan, Stan. And I was actually going to my hubby had said, well, you'll just have to do the show when we get home, and I certainly could have done that. But I do like to have my podcast recorded and posted by the mid to late morning each day. And so with that, I've been liking honoring that process. So what I did is I asked what was light, what would actually create more. So I tapped in and I was like, what truth would it create more to record the podcast before going to out for our day adventure, or do it after? And I got beforehand. So that's what we're doing. So anyways, you know what I wanted to mention? So this is really cool. So life can do this. When you're willing to be surprised, have unexpected things show up, things do. But one day last week, actually, I went to the library in our local town and I said, just letting you guys know we're going to be gone for a couple weeks. And I think I have a couple of library books coming. And they said, okay, well, that's all right. We'll just hold them for you until, you get back. And one of them was an audiobook called The Emotion Code. Now, you can also get it as a regular book, but you can also get it as an audiobook. And, but so it came as the CDs. And it was so interesting because when the lady said, well, I'll let you know when if it comes in. So then on Wednesday, when all the books come in, I get this phone call from the library. Now, she doesn't phone me when I have books. You just find out the next time you go to the library or the post office. And she said, I phoned you because I wanted to let you know that the book was here. Now, what was really interesting, and this is something that a person needs to like almost hone in on or become more aware of, and fine tune your awareness to those little whispers that come through, other people, songs, uh, you know, television or whatever. And she said, I really wanted to let you know that this book was here so that you could get it before you went. Now, I only get this audiobook for a week, and so I would have to bring it back before we leave. And I was actually going to the city the next day. So I was like, well, thank you very much. So I did pick it up and I started listening to it. So again, it's called The Emotion Code. And let's see here. I'm just going to look. I can see what it says here. If there is something, it's what it has to do with. Let me just see what it says here. I believe, no, yeah, this is what Dr. Bradley Nelson, who founded it, said. No, actually, this is what Tony Robbins says. So he actually has a foreword in the beginning of the book. I believe that the discoveries in this book can change our understanding of how we store emotional experiences, and in doing so, change our lives. The emotion code has already changed many lives around the world, and it is my hope that millions more will be led to use this simple tool to heal themselves and their loved ones. And what it says on here is the premise of the emotion code is that the energy of past emotions can literally become trapped in your body, affecting your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. We believe these trapped emotions could be keeping you in a pattern of discomfort, sorrow, failure, and heartbreak. So it was just really interesting because oh my God, the meditation, that's my go-to thing. And I don't decide that life is just one thing forever. And I got up early and did my meditation this morning so I could have it done before we left for our trip, or our day of adventure here with the grandkids. And so I got the book. I listened to the first couple of CDs, first two and a half, three CDs, got me into at least say chapter 3 or something. Really interesting. Now, what's neat about it is that it repeats some of the same stuff that I've heard before, and it repeats it in a different way. So I find for myself, like when I hear about the same subject 4 or 5 different ways, there's an understanding that I get that's even greater than if I'd just heard it the one way. So um, it was intriguing enough, and the energy of when the lady from the library, phoned me and said, "Your book is here. I wanted to make sure that you knew it was here." I didn't feel like it was like, yes, it was super kind on her part to do that, but I felt like it was like the divine through her going, "Get this book. Get it. Get it. This is something you're looking for right now." So, anyways, I got it. I started listening to it. And then I went on to, it's called discoverhealing.com. So that's the Emotion Codes website. And if you go on there, you can actually get this little free package of this PDF that shows the trapped emotions. And it gives you a little explanation about them, little explanation about how to find them. And then what I did over the next couple days was I actually went and I found YouTube videos, watched how it was done. And because of the background and stuff that I have, it just came super easy. Now, I don't even get that you have to necessarily have all the knowledge that I have to be able to catch on to it. It is really simple. Um, I think actually for me is that had I learned this earlier, I would have brushed it off as being too simple. Um, because I would have wanted to know more information. I wouldn't have trusted it. I would have needed it proven in a different way. That's really what it comes down to. So if you are less of a skeptic and more open-minded now than I was when I was looking at this stuff before, or with other things, you will likely have no problem utilizing this amazing tool. So, and so what's neat about it too is there's ways in the book that he also he talks about the muscle testing. How do you read the energy on your body, and to know what is true for you, what your subconscious is thinking. But even you can do it like with your fingers. You can do it as a sway test. So you stand up and your body will go forward for a yes, your body will go back for a no. Then you can do it with your fingers. So if you stick your pointer finger out and you press on it and you say, "My name is Laurie," your finger will stay strong if it's with your name. And if you go, "My name is Fred," mine goes weak. Like I can't hold the finger up. Now, this is something, that if you practice and play with, it can really come to you like with ease. And the other thing is too, is if you go to do it too, if you start asking questions and you're feeling unsure again, just go back to the "my name is," and then "my name is something else," right? And kind of go back to your baseline and then start asking questions again and again. Like it will come to you. I can guarantee you it will come to you. And so anyways, um, what is super interesting about this is it just can remove emotions so quickly. So in my intensive, because I do that, I get kind of intense with things. I jump all in and figure stuff out. And so I started playing with it, and I actually started doing it. And I have a couple of friends that I did it with, just through texting, to ask them questions. "Hey guys, is there a way I could contribute to you with this?" Or, someone has something up. "Hey, do you mind if I try this?" And it was really, really interesting to find out what came out of it. Like how mind-blowing. It literally was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing in the fact that what my awareness was aware of, like what my body could pick up on their body, um, and what was going on, and that I could clear it for them. I had their permission, and it was just really, really fun. Um, and what's really neat too is that when you play with this, you'll you can discover that um, there are trapped emotions under things that don't make sense. And then when you look at it more, it makes perfect sense. So it's pretty cool. Like it's really super cool if you want to play with this kind of thing. So what I've done over the weekend is I've watched myself, and say if I come up against something. Oh, I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, yesterday I didn't want to meditate. I found myself hesitating about meditating, and I thought, well, hey. So I go to my finger, I press on it, and my name is Laurie, strong. My name is Fred, weak. Okay. So truth, is there a trapped emotion under this? And I got it as strong. I was like, okay, so that means a yes. So then their columns, they have columns A and B. So then what you do, and he explains this in his book too, and on videos if you guys find them on YouTube. So truth, is there a trapped emotion? Yes. Okay. So truth is at column A. Truth is at column B. Okay. So it's column A. So there's 2 columns. Then there's 6 rows. So truth, is it an even row or is it an odd row? Okay. So I got column A and I got it as an even. So then I would go, okay, truth, is it row 2? Is it row 4? Is it row 6? So 2 and 4 were weak. My finger went down. Row 6, it was firm. Okay. So then there's the 5 emotions that happen to be in this particular box. And again, if you want to, even when you're listening to this show, just go Google emotion code, PDF. You can find it. And so the 5 emotions that are in there are, and now I'm going to press on my finger while I say them. So humiliation, that my finger went weak, so it's no. Jealousy, I got no. Longing, no. Lust, no. Overwhelm. Okay, so overwhelm was the one that my finger was strong on. So then that would be the emotion that my body, that I have trapped in my body. Now that's what's cool about this too, is it doesn't have to make sense to you. Now, and what it does too is it'll say, okay, so is there more information required or first of all, can I clear this trapped emotion? I get a yes. Now, if it was no, then what I would say was, is there more information required? And if I got a yes, then I would then ask some questions. So you ask questions as to, what age did this happen? And then you could see if it's an inherited or not. Because we get things from being in the womb from our parents. And yeah, it's just, oh, you guys, it's so easy. And so anyways, okay, so truth, so I'm asking myself, so is this trapped emotion overwhelm? Okay, so my finger is strong, so it's saying, okay, so truth, can I change it? Can I clear it? So I can clear it. All right, so then what you do, and it shows on videos, just underneath the nose on your face, from there, you would go straight up and across your head and down to the back of your neck, okay? But what you do is he shows it with just a finger, and he also shows it with a magnet. And just a fridge magnet will work. That's what I've been using. So you do it 3 times. So I'm going to take this magnet that I have in my hand. I'm running it up over my face, over my head, down to the back of my neck. And I do that 3 times, okay? So from my nose, up my face, between my eyes, over my head, and then down to the back of my neck. Okay, and it does say too that if it is a trapped emotion, and there's a little, or not trapped emotion, if it's an inherited emotion, then it's just a little different with that one. So anyways, now I'm going to go to my body and I'm going to ask, did I release that trapped emotion? And I got yes. Okay, now that's how easy it is. Like literally, that's how easy it is. If you have one that has an inherited emotion, those 5 emotions, when I would have muscle tested them on my body, all of them would have been weak. So when you're brought to a certain box and all of them test weak, you ask, is this an inherited emotion? And very likely it's going to be a yes. So then your finger or your sway test is going to let you know that it's a yes. Then what you do is, can I clear it? Like, is it enough to know it was an inherited emotion? And then you clear it. And then if you need more information, then there's more about, maybe asking how many generations it goes back. And then at whatever point is right for you, it could be just knowing it's an inherited emotion. It could be knowing that it goes back 5 generations. A few that I've picked up on have just gone to my grandparents. A couple have gone 1 or 2 back more. And then what you do is you do that same thing, is you would run the magnet over your head, but you would do it 10 times. Or you can get someone to run the magnet down your back from your neck down to your sacrum or your coccyx, your tailbone, and have it done that way. And you run it 10 times. So 10 times when it's inherited, 3 times when it's just yours. And I have been having so much fun playing with this. It's been so easy and so like validating and acknowledging to see the change happen that fast. So anyways, on that note, you guys, that's all I'm going to say about it for today. I'm actually having a lady do a session on me sometime today, and I'll let you know how it goes. I'm excited myself to see how it goes. So have yourself a great day. Hope you found this interesting. It's another beautiful way to help us move forward and enjoy our lives through simple, easy tools. So anyways, talk to you later. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. And if you want to know more, email me.